Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Why professional women lose out. Now, this is a major thing, and let me just be clear, because a lot of times when I talk about something like this, I'll get some males who'll comment, particularly black men who will think this is just something in the black community. This is all over. This is all over. So that professional woman, she can be Argentinian, Anglo-Saxon, Mexican, Southeast Asian, East Indian, whatever. And this happens, and this is a big issue, and it's actually been addressed in other communities, right? So the reason a professional woman loses out, because the stuff that she has, that she focused on to, help her to make a living, she got the degrees, she got that high paying job, very good on her job, in fact. But that doesn't attract a man. It's that simple. It's that simple. And it's interesting because other men have said the same thing. Men have said it. So I'm adding to the conversation, and I'm going to break down why it really doesn't work. Understand, when a man looks at a woman, he's not looking at her degrees or her job. Now, he can appreciate it. He can respect it. And only time that it might be important to, two times it might be really important to him what she do for a living. One is if he's in a position where he's kind of public and he's thinking in terms of a power couple. Listen to what I'm saying, a power couple, And he may be a politician or something. He say, yeah, I need to have this because I need that group of women to vote for me, And it's usually a public thing. And so he'd think, all right, we're going to do it. And it's more of a business thing if he does that. So it ain't going to be that traditional love and she's just so great. It was like, hey, you know what? You're doing this, we join forces, boom, power couple. But only a few men are really thinking about it. Tiny percentage of men are thinking that way. And then the other cases, if some man, he could be a street gigolo, well, just a general gigolo type. He just want to divest you of your money. So if you're making all that money and you willing to buy him stuff and pay for stuff, oh yeah, it's very important, especially if you don't have a place to live. And some women actually deal with that type of guy. I don't agree with it, and I would tell guys, if you do it maybe one time or something, learn from it, but don't live your life that way. But that's just me, all right? But, other than that, men don't really care. Understand something. Now, despite everything, the general thing, yeah, there's some stuff going on, sexual shadow world and all of that. Women want that sexually attractive guy. But understand, men are socialized in general to be the provider. In fact, it's not even a socialization thing, really. Remember I talked about the house of the man. One of the pillars of the house of the man is the hunter. The hunter wants to bring food and provide for the woman. That if he's normal or somewhat functional, he wants to go do that. So he already wants to be in a position to provide for it. In fact, one time when I was still married, my wife was involved with a group of women who were stay-at-home mothers. And there were plenty of men. All of them were married. Well, most of them were married. Anyway, I ain't going to say all, but most of them were married and had support. And the men didn't mind. In order for these women to be stay-at-home moms, not doing anything, these guys were willing to work 2 and 3 jobs. It's a man's nature to provide for a woman, just naturally, and to protect her and all of that. But if a woman's in a position where she don't need a man to provide for, he's kind of like, Now, he might still deal with the woman if he finds her sexually attractive, but on a deep level, men want to provide. On a deep level, men don't mind providing. Women don't really need to force a man to do it. Just sit back and let him just do him. He'll do it. But, with the professional woman, sometimes they lose out because they busy presenting the money. They presenting their stuff and they interacting with the man on it. Now, that's good if the man sees her as a business partner in the sense that they're platonic. And he might even reject it. He might even talk business with her, be friends with her. In fact, plenty of guys would do that. They meet that type of woman. It's like, oh, yeah, she real cool. Now might want to take it further if she got the type of body he like. But even in that case, sometimes she could have that type of body, but just the energy that she's projecting, it's like, boom. You lose out that way. Now, here's the thing. This ain't saying that you still can't get a good man or all of that. And he could still deal with you making money and you running things on your job. He can actually still deal with it. The key to it is leave it out the relationship. Leave it out when y'all interacting. You got to leave all that out. Don't lead with, well, I'm a boss here and all of that. Leave your work at work. And if you do bring it up around him, maybe you're going through something on the job, fine. But just the way you talk to a man on the job, don't talk to your potential husband that way or a guy that way. Have some fun, leave it alone. I actually knew a woman who did stuff like that. She was an attorney, and she had guys lined up. And I asked her, it's like, how you getting all these guys and stuff? A lot of guys be kind of funny messing with an attorney. She said, I don't make an issue out of it. When she deal with them, she don't even bring up she's an attorney unless they just happen to ask. And it's usually like a matter of fact, like, oh yeah, I'm an attorney. Yeah. And then I've known this woman for a long time. She was not the type to bring it up. You would have to, he was like, oh, you doing that? Oh, okay. But that was part of her thing. She realized it, so she didn't lead with her wallet, so to speak, or her degree. Highly intelligent, but she didn't lead with it. Now, at the same time, that don't mean you going to act stupid. She was just cool. Think about the other stuff that you bring to the table. Think about it. It's like, are you somebody, if you took away those degrees and how much money you making, would you be somebody that somebody would just want to just have a conversation with? Not even sex with. The sex part is easy, to be honest. But just have a conversation, you cool. That's what gets a man. See, the two things that primarily get a man are the physical attraction, just like you do for y'all. Only difference between men and women, men have no problems admitting to it. We'll just say, oh yeah, she need to look a certain way. All right, that's one. But then the second thing is, do we click personality-wise? What kind of person is she cool? Like when men don't have any women around and we in a private space, those are two things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how fine she is. And then we're going to talk about, okay, what type of personality she got. We might or might not. The whole conversation, what she do for a living, probably won't come up. Even if they know that you doing all of this. They might not say it. And it's not because they ashamed of it or they got a problem with it. It's not the first things men look for. That's why sometimes you get some men and they can get that like professional woman, but she coming home bossing them and trying to do all this stuff. And then, as one of my mentors say, that woman that don't look as physically good that's working down at the coffee shop starts to look real good to them. Because that's what we want. We want to be turned on sexually, physically, but then mentally we want peace. In fact, a peaceful woman who's leading more with her personality and her charm and everything, that's a powerful effect. All of a sudden, I'm going to tell you how powerful that is. A man, he can get around that woman, might not have that strong physical attraction, but all she had to do was be around him, talk to him for a while. She started looking very good to him. He'll ignore some things. He's like, I just like her personality. And that's the thing. That's the thing with men. That's our nature, because we're not looking for you to feed us. We're not looking for you to take care of things. We don't mind spending money. Most men, we don't have a problem spending money because money is really useless to men outside of just getting some basic stuff. Many men, that's useless. In fact, you can take away the motivation for a man to make money if you tell him no matter what he do, he ain't getting a woman behind it. That's why a lot of guys will fall out. They would be like, you know what? I ain't getting a woman behind this. I don't need to make this much money. That's how deep it is. So, ladies, especially the professional women, lead with your personality, lead with your charm. You know, he'll respect you for the business and everything. Just don't lead with it. You don't need to. He don't have a problem with it. In fact, he might want to support your professional endeavors as long as you lead with your charm and your physical appearance. So that's all I got for now, ladies. Y'all have a good day. Peace and blessings.